Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend.
On day 4, it seemed that some of the guys didn't really seem to trust the officials' timekeeping.
Ek het bietjie my GPS opgeplak vandag, want die scramblers, Polaris scramblers waarmee ons ry, het nie 'n klok op of 'n spoedmeter of iets nie. Ek besig om hom op te plak en seker te maak dat hy vas is. Dan kan ons bietjie kyk wat se spoed haal ons, 'n bietjie kyk hoe lank die oefeninge is en al die tipe van goed. Die Garmin GPS wat ek hier het is ideaal vir die omstandighede, want hy's regtig taai. Hy kom niks oor nie. As hy afval, kan ek hom maar net weer gaan optel.
Quads were filled with petrol, and once again the convoy headed out into the giant dunes. The day started hot and fast. For this day, all the tests were long, high-speed events. No tricky hill climbs and no fancy driving. This was just full throttle, flat-out racing for the whole day. On these tests, even the fittest of the guys got tired and exhausted. For the first 3 days, the times for each heat were running around 1.5 to 2 minutes long. But on this day, they were taking over 4 minutes to get through each heat. The GPS fitted to Rainier's quad showed that guys like Dennis were reaching between 80 and 90 kilometers an hour on the dunes now. The side slopes on some of the dunes caught a lot of the guys out. Coming across an angle, you really had to keep your speed up to avoid the outside wheels digging in and making you reverse all the way to the bottom again and having another go at it. The Polaris African Star Challenge is the richest quadding event on the African continent. There are 4 categories that the competitors take part in. Each category has a prize for first, second and third place. The first place in each category is a Polaris quad to the value of 65,000 Rand. Second place every category is another Polaris quad to the value of 35,000 Rand. And in third place is 15,000 Rands worth of No Fear motocross clothing. Dennis Randall was so relieved that eventually getting to the end of the longest test out that he just had to give his best mate the biggest hug ever.
because it's very tight. Now the Oaks, competition is fierce, and as you can see, take no prisoners.
And just when we thought we'd had the worst of it for the day, Sorrel pulled out all the big guns. He sent us up some of the hugest, steepest, most massive dunes you could ever find in the desert. And we weren't even going to the top yet. Of course, not all of us could make it to the top of them, and Gerry Smith turned his quad upside down and had to take it for a casual walk back down to the bottom again. Once again, the guys had to be working the quads hard to get them to get enough traction to make it up to the dunes. At the finish of the final stage, after 4 days of hard, grueling riding, Gerry Smith got Rugby World Cup fever and had a special finish line welcome for some of his teammates. Going back to camp for the last and final time, we were eventually able to relax on the quads and just enjoy the wondrous beauty that this country has to offer.
Well, we've come to the end of the competition. We finished all the tests today, and I'm very happy. It was a very successful event. The standard this year was exceptionally high. Last year, I think we had 18 guys that rolled, guys and girls. And this year, only 3. Nothing serious happened to anybody. Because we made the qualification round so much more difficult, it's probably paid off here because the guys that came here was a very high standard. Overall, it was a fantastic trip. Nobody's got their scores of today, so tomorrow night is going to be a surprise.
On the last
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside.